filling station is actually a national organization here in the UK that was started several years ago by a man named Richard Fothergill. And he was living in rural England and really saw kind of a void for people living in rural areas where they didn't really have access necessarily to larger corporate meetings where they had great worship and teaching and especially opportunities for ministry time, for prayer ministry. And so people that had physical problems that needed prayer for healing or prayer for encouragement or things like that, there was a real lack there. And so he developed this this container, I guess, called the filling station, which is designed to be a once a month meeting. And it's just a great chance for people to come together and really worship together in a very relaxed way.
Say God's word. God's word will flow out like a river, streams of living water flowing from His throne.
The meetings begin over a time of fellowship. We usually have about 30 minutes where we have tea, coffee, and cake set out, and people can just mingle and get to know each other and chat before the meeting begins. Then we have a time of worship, and that's followed by one of our guest speakers. After the guest speaker, we usually have a time of prayer ministry, and we have a team of people who are ready and willing to pray for whatever your needs are, be it encouragement or healing. God always shows up. We have so many testimonies of how God really encounters people during the ministry times.
We really expect that this is going to be a place for Christians from all over Ayrshire to come and to be refreshed, to be encouraged, to be inspired, and even to be empowered to do the things that God has called us to do and to live the kingdom lives that God has called us to live.
So if Jesus could go from the favour that He came to into the world with to a greater level of favour and then to a greater level still, if Jesus grew in favour, it is possible for you and me to grow in favour.
There's so many great ministries in Ayrshire, such as Sozo, Alpha, Love After Marriage, Light and Life, and we really want to see people get connected into these. We want to be a place where people live out their Christian lives outside of the walls of the church, outside of the meetings of the filling station.
We really long for this filling station to be a place where people can encounter God in a real way and encounter the Holy Spirit. And I believe as time goes on that we're literally going to be able to shift the spiritual atmosphere in our communities as we begin to be empowered by the Holy Spirit, as we begin to be inspired by each other to live out our Christian lives as God designed us to. I believe that as we begin to do this, we're going to literally see a shift in the spiritual atmosphere in our communities. And this is something that really excites me and really excites all of us here at the filling station. And so you're invited to come, to taste and to see, but more than anything, come expecting to meet with and encounter God and to be changed as a result of these meetings.